Hey, Judge, we're having some network issues where Adobe Sign is not working. We've been getting emails from Bexar County IT. So I'm going to be bringing paperwork down to court the old school way.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you know, it's nice to travel back in time. All right, everyone, welcome to the 187 District Court. These are the rules of the 187 District Court. You're in a courtroom. And you are to behave as though you're in a courtroom. If anyone does not behave appropriately on this Zoom, you will be required to appear in person. This is our trial docket day. There is a jury trial available, so some of you will be in trial. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements unless it is open to the court, or for those of you that are on trial. I'm going to call the names of the attorneys. This is the order in which the attorneys will appear. Attorneys, if you see that your name is low on the list, do not leave because, again, we are scheduling a jury trial today. To all the inmates, you're not allowed to use the chat box. If you use the chat box, you will be sent back. To everyone else, including the inmates, you're not allowed to use this as your opportunity to pick up dates. This is not the Bachelor. This is not the Bachelorette. I'm going to open the breakout rooms. Do not go to a breakout room unless I specifically call you by name and assign you to a breakout room. All right, everyone. Today is Thursday. Let's not make it into a Monday. Attorneys, when you go in the breakout room, put some patience in your pocket. There are more defense attorneys than there are prosecutors. Think of those breakout rooms as going to the doctor's office. When they call you to the back, it's merely to check your weight and your blood pressure before you speak with the doctor. All right, this is the order in which the attorneys will appear. Linda Corley, Rusty Geyer, Michael Gross, Melissa Christian, Robert Porter, Miguel Nahara, Charles Bonk, Ray Martinez, Ron Zimmerman, James Anders, Leo Gonzalez, Tim Molina. Some of you who are in the courtroom, attorneys, your name has not been called. It's my understanding that you wish to have, or your client wishes to have, a jury trial. So we're going to make sure that that happens today. And I see you, Mr. Orta. So attorneys, when I call your name, if you'll give me your client's name and whether or not it's criminal trial division or family violence. Linda Corley.
Judge, my case is family violence, but Scott Simpson is the prosecutor on this case. I don't see him yet, but we have been corresponding between court dates.
All right, so what I'll do is I'll assign you to 2. Please don't go to breakout room number 2 until Scott Simpson zooms in.
Yes, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Rusty Geyer. You're on mute, Mr. Geyer.
There we go. Okay, Judah Rosales, and it is just a regular case, non-family violence.
What's the first name?
Judah.
All right, I'll see you to breakout room number 3.
Thank you.
Her
mother and father. Her brother is like 10 years old.
I'm so sorry to hear about that.
Michael Gross.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I have Rudolph Montoya. This case is a little deceptive, Judge, even though it's a 2019 indictment date. We haven't known about the case, Mr. Montoya and I, until April of this year.
All right, is it criminal trial division or family violence?
It's family violence, Judge.
All right, thank you. I'll send you to breakout room number 4. Melissa Christian.
Good morning, Judge. Mario Guerra, it's family violence.
I'll send you to number 5. Robert Porter.
Family, Judge.
thank you. And thanks for changing the name. I'll send you to number 6. Miguel Nahara.
Good morning, Judge. I have Kevin Miller. It's criminal trial division, but I'd like to confer with my client for a little bit before I confer with the state, if that's possible, Judge.
All right, is your client in custody or on
Yes,
bond?
he's in custody and I see him there.
All right, Mr. Miller, if you go to breakout room number 7. Miguel Nahara, number 7. Charles Bonk.
Yes, Judge, good morning.
Good morning. Who do you have?
Quincy Shields, family violence.
I'll send you to number 8.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ray Martinez.
Right.
All right, I already know about your case, and that is,
They're both trial cases.
yes, that was for Joe Garcia with the new evidence. So
Yes.
I'm aware of that one.
He's here. We're working on
Okay.
that.
All right, thank you. Is there anyone else on the Zoom screen that I have not called? Frank Sandoval.
I apologize. I have 2 other matters going on at the same time. If I missed your calling of case, Blanca Hernandez.
All right, Brennan, do you see what case he is on? Oh, Blanca Hernandez.
You never
Page
called
7.
Eric Cortez, and I was waiting for 8 o'clock.
Judge, are you still on page 7, Judge? It's on Bianca
Thank you.
Hernandez.
Mr. Eric Cortez, are you an attorney?
No, sir. No, ma'am.
All right, then just relax.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Sandoval, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 9.
And Judge, I'm here for Reynaldo Garcia.
I can just. And again,
All right, what is your, is he family violence or criminal trial division?
Criminal trial.
I'll send you to breakout room number 10. Sorry, 13, you're not in line for that yet.
Oh, man. Okay.
All right, Tim Molina,
Morning, Judge.
good morning.
I'm here on Sebastian Cavalieri. It's family violence.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 11. Thanks for changing your name on
Yeah,
the
no problem.
screen.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And let me see if there's anyone else on the screen that I have missed. All right, it's my understanding then that everyone else who's in the courtroom, you're asking for a jury trial. So Emmanuel Alvarado, are you in the courtroom? Attorney Emmanuel Alvarado.
He's here, Judge. He's working.
Yes. So my understanding, your client still is requesting a jury trial, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we will make that happen. Just give us a moment.
Thank you.
Ron Zimmerman on Michael Hernandez, my understanding, your client is still requesting a jury trial?
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Is Cornelius Cox in the courtroom?
Yes, Judge.
All right, my understanding, your client is still requesting a jury trial?
That's correct, Judge.
All right. Raimundo Orta on Lisa Garcia, your client is still requesting a jury trial?
Judge, may I approach?
Yes.
I spoke to Meredith a couple of days ago, and she has new evidence, so I guess we'll look at the evidence first and then.
That's some of the paperwork I'm bringing down.
All right. All right, and Raymond Martinez on Patrick Sanmaniego.
Judge, this is the case we discussed where the state might have some new cases coming down the pike, so we're going to evaluate those new cases. And
All
figure out
right,
what-
Just give us a moment. Joseph Holscher on Tory Ridgel. Or Ridgel. Is there a Joseph Holscher in the courtroom?
He's not here.
All right, James Anders on David Gonzalez. Your client is still requesting a trial.
Yes, Judge.
All right, just give us a moment. John Young. Okay. Bobby Gebbia. And Raymond Bell.
Judge.
Hi, your client is still requesting a jury trial?
No, ma'am, we worked out the case. I just need to get some paperwork from Joe Ray and
Well, no, here's the question. Was there new evidence or was there a, was there new evidence? Because otherwise the court is only accepting pleas that are open to the court.
we understand that, Judge. And like I said, it's still going to be a plea. There was some new evidence in the sense that, some information came to light with the complainant and the circumstances of the case, and that's what allowed us to facilitate reaching an agreement on it in terms of the disposition. So, but in any event, we're not going to be requesting a trial at this time. We will approach the court on a plea.
Okay. Just so everyone will know, any pleas that are accepted by this court will have to be pleas that are open to the court unless there is some reason why the plea should be accepted and not be open to the court, because everyone was aware of the plea deadlines. Now, if there is new evidence that has been presented, the court is understanding of that. But if it's a situation where somebody says, well, I didn't know there really was going to be a jury trial, so I'm now accepting the plea, then the court is not going to be accepting of that. It'll have to be a plea that's open to the court.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. And Norma, do you know if Mr. Scott Simpson is zooming in?
I will text him, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, Rusty Geyer.
Oh, yes, Judge, there was nobody there.
No, if you wait in there patiently, somebody will come.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll wait patiently.
If you build it, they will come.
All right. All right. I'll do that. Thank you.
All right, sure.
Rusty, your case is a family violence case, so they may not catch it. You may have to catch Joe Ray or David.
Ah, so he told me it was a criminal trial division case.
Yes.
So
yes. Okay.
That
I'm
is
sorry.
why family violence skipped over you.
All right.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove you to breakout room number 9. That way they will see you. So if you'll go to 9, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, to the prosecutors on Jimmy Richard Barrientos. The defendant is in the hospital And the court has received information from the defense attorney. It's not on the trial docket for today. So that case is being reset to a later date, just so the defense, so the state is aware.
Judge, it's on the bottom of page 7.
All right, thank you.
Which case was that, Judge?
It's Jimmy Barrientos. It's at the bottom of page 7.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, I sent you a chat.
All right, thank you. All right, Kelly, if you'll go to number 10, and your client is Reynaldo Garcia, I'll send Mr. Garcia to number 10. Who is Reynaldo Garcia? If you go to 10, please. And Norma, do you have a new date for Jimmy Barrientos? Did you want to call that? I don't know when you want to call that back.
I can do 30 days, Judge.
Okay, what date?
We can do the 26th.
All right.
Could you moderate machine?
No, y'all are not.
For Blanca Hernandez.
All right, let me see. Does anyone see what page Blanca Hernandez is on?
I'm here.
All right, Ms. Hernandez, your client is, your attorney's in a breakout room going over your case with the prosecutor. As soon as he's ready for you, he'll let us know. Leo Gonzalez, who do you have?
Your Honor, I have Manuel Rodriguez on today's docket.
All right, I'll send you to a breakout room.
Thank you.
I'm going to send you to breakout room number 12.
Okay.
Page 7, Judge, for Blanca. Bottom.
All right, Blanca Hernandez, if you'll go to number 7, please.
Oh, no, sorry, Judge. I was telling you she's on page 7 of the docket.
Oh, okay. Ms. Hernandez, do not leave to a breakout room.
Okay.
I'll let you know when you need to go again.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Albert Gutierrez.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here for Matthew Dotson and Adrian Rodriguez. I don't see Mr. Dotson, who is in jail. Mr. Rodriguez, he is on.
All right, are these criminal trial division or family violence?
Criminal Trial Division, yes. With Mr. Dotson, I was dealing with Mr. Nisbet.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number, send you to breakout room number 3.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Alexander Williams, you need to come into the light. Are you in the witness protection program? You need to come into the light. Nobody can see your face.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize now.
Oh, no, just turn on the light or open a shade or a blind. Maybe it was the witness protection program, because then your microphone sounded like the voice was altered. But it's Thursday. All right, Mr. Williams, just give us a moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Eric Cortez. Unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
There is no sleeping on Zoom. Do you understand?
I'm not sleeping.
Yes. Okay. You're just resting your eyes. There's no resting your eyes on Zoom. Do you
No,
understand?
it's just at the angle of it. Like if I do it like that, it looks up.
No, you were sleeping. That's not allowed.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Let's keep it a Thursday. Now, let's not turn it into a Monday.
Judge, may I approach?
Who wishes to approach?
Miguel not going to judge it. I was
Yes.
just going to ask to be put in a breakout room to speak with criminal trial division. I just finished conferring with my client.
Oh, sure. No problem. Let me see where you are. I'll put you in number 13. That's a lucky room.
Judge, lucky 13.
Yes. All right, everyone, just give me a moment. And Linda, we're trying to contact Mr. Simpson.
Judge, no rush. It's Michael Gross. David
Yes.
Martin and I conferred, but I don't want to rush you on it, Judge, if you got something else going on.
No.
Judge, this is on Rudolfo Montoya.
Yes.
It's a first setting case, Your Honor. He was arrested just 3 months ago. David Martin and I are still working on discovery matters. I'm still in the process of requesting the CPS records in the case. Since I've only had it 3 months, we've only known about it 3 months. We're hoping, Judge, it'd be okay to come back 30 or 45 days on a discovery status.
All right. And when are you expecting for you to have the discovery?
I'm going to contact, I estimate, Judge, roughly sometime this month, CPS will be able to get it to me.
All right.
I still need to talk, though, to be fair, I still need to talk to the regional counsel with CPS to get that done.
All right. Do you know if CPS records are in the possession of the state? By state, I mean David Martin, or?
We're not sure if they're all the records, Judge. You know how sometimes, I mean, I know, you know, sometimes when CPS gives it to the ADAs, it doesn't have all of it. So I was going to request all of it along with a protective order and make sure we have the entire file. So the short answer is, Judge, I don't know if the ADA has the entire file or not.
All right. Is your client on bond or in custody?
He's on bond, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Montoya, where are you? Rudolfo?
Yes, ma'am.
Rudolph Montoya, where are you?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm currently in my home.
Okay. No, I'm just trying to find you on the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And there are a lot of people on screen. So whenever you speak, your square will light up. So it makes it easier for me to find you on screen. Norma, on Rudolph Montoya, can I have a 30-day reset for discovery update?
Yes, ma'am. It'll be August 27th, Judge.
All right. We'll see you back on August 27th.
Can I just double check real quick, Judge? August 27th, Your Honor?
Yes.
That's perfect, Judge. Thanks so much. We'll see you then.
Thank you. You both are excused, and I think we'll still be Zooming by then.
That sounds great. Thanks, David.
All right.
I'll be in touch, David Martin. Thanks,
All
man.
right, sounds good.
Take care, Judge. Have a good weekend, y'all.
All right. Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Norma,
Okay. Andrea Watson, if you could come up. Hi, Mr. Watson.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, we're going to recall you back for August 6th because your case was re-indicted. Your attorney will speak to you about that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you still have your attorney's contact information?
Yes, I know.
All right, so what they're going to do, we're going to give you a reset form and we're going to bring you back on August 6th, okay?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you for coming down and thank you for being prompt.
Yes.
All right, just wait for a reset form. Okay. All right, Linda, I talked to Mr. Simpson. He's going to zoom in as quickly as he can. There have been some issues with his internet.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Sergio Ibarra.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Who do you have?
This morning I have Matthew Velasquez.
Is it criminal
I
trial
can go into a
division?
breakout room with you, Sergio.
Yeah,
All
thank
right,
you.
awesome.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Sergio, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 14.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, and for prosecutors, family violence, we have Melissa Christian in number 5, Robert Porter in number 6, Charles Bonk in number 8, Tim Molina in 11, Leo Gonzalez in 12. And for criminal trial, we have Miguel Nahara in 13 and Sergio Ibarra in number 14.
Prosecutor.
She's on Zoom.
Yeah.
Meredith. She's in a breakout.
Yes, Mr. Orta?
It's unconfirmed with Meredith. That's what I need.
Okay.
Meredith.
Yes, Meredith is in a breakout room.
Okay. I'll use my phone and I'll see if I can get it to her.
All right. Albert Gutierrez, you're back on Matthew Dotson.
Your Honor, I'm back on Adrian Rodriguez. Mr. Dotson is not here. I don't see him, but on Adrian Rodriguez, Your Honor, we have tentatively agreed on a December 9th trial date with the court's permission.
All right, did y'all discuss this with the court coordinator?
I did not.
No, Judge, we didn't.
All right, Norma, is December 9th okay for you?
Yes, that's fine.
All right, where's Adrian Rodriguez?
He was just there, Your Honor. Where'd he go? Yeah, he's there. He just always has a problem with his mute. You're on mute, Adrian. I think it's his microphone, Judge, but he's.
Okay. All right, and Marcus, are you there?
Yes, Judge.
All right, the court is calling 2020 CR 4135, State of Texas versus Adrian Rodriguez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Marcus Sanders.
For the defense?
Albert Gutierrez.
All right, and are you Adrian Rodriguez? We have no sound. You need to allow audio, Mr. Rodriguez. We can't hear you.
Okay, here we go. Sorry.
All right, are you Adrian Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
We're proceeding by video. Any objection from the state?
No objection.
Any objections from the defense?
No objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, do you have any objections with this taking place by video?
No.
All right, it's my understanding that an offer has been tendered by the state to the defense. Is that correct, defense?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And Mr. Rodriguez, it's the court's understanding that you're rejecting that offer. Is that correct?
No.
Are you requesting a jury trial?
Yes.
All right, defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
Yes, Your Honor. I've received everything that is on the DA's discovery portal. Yes.
All right, and have you and the defense, I'm sorry, have you and the state had a chance to confer on a trial date?
We have, Your Honor.
And what trial date have you all agreed to?
To December 9th with the judge's permission.
All right, state, do you have any objection to December 9th as a jury trial date?
No, Judge.
Defense, any objections to December 9th as a jury trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Rodriguez, do you have any objection to December 9th as a jury trial date?
Ma'am.
All right, state, the court is not in receipt of an acknowledgement of discovery in the court's file. Are you able to have that acknowledgement of discovery tendered by August 30th?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, acknowledgement of discovery will be due August 30th. Mr. Rodriguez, your jury trial will be scheduled for December 9th. That means that you will have to be in the 187th District Court dressed for trial on December 9th at 9 a.m. The court is located at 300 De La Rosa. It's on the 4th floor of the courthouse. Do you understand?
Yeah.
What date is your court date for jury trial?
December 9th.
What time?
9.
And where do you need to be?
At 187.
All right, if there's nothing else, we'll close the record. Anything else from the defense or the state?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, then, Mr. Rodriguez, you are excused. And on your other client, Mr. Gutierrez, on Matthew Dotson, I will give him till 10:30.
Judge,
He's
he's in jail.
He's in custody.
And they
Oh,
did,
okay. I thought were you saying he did not show up?
No, Judge. He just.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Albert, he didn't make the list, Judge.
So have you we're actually here for discovery on Mr. Dotson, Mr. Gutierrez.
Judge,
So,
I have I'm sorry, Judge, did I interrupt you?
no, I'm just trying to figure out where are we at on discovery?
I think we're pretty good on discovery, Judge. We have a tentative agreement with Mr. Nisbet, who is out on vacation. I don't think, I'd like to discuss just one little hiccup with that agreement with my client. It's not something that we would have to do today, Your Honor, unless you wanted to, but there's just.
Are you able to do that off docket?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm asking because Mr. Nesbitt is not on the Zoom screen. Is it something you need to discuss with your client or something you need to discuss with the state?
With my client only. The offer has been made by Mr. Nisbet. I don't know if the prosecutors are here, if Mr. Sanders has a offer, but I just need to see if my client is ready to accept it with and I think he is. There's just one issue I need to discuss with him, so he is clear.
All right, Norma, can we call Mr. Dotson back in 2 weeks? Is that enough time for you, Mr. Gutierrez?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. I can do the week of August the 2nd. Albert, any day of August 2nd. If you want to look at your calendar, let me know what day.
Oh, how about Thursday, the 5th?
I can do Thursday for you.
Okay.
All right, we will see you on August 5th. You are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Judge, when you have a moment,
Yes.
our Adobe sign is down right now. So we're not able to do paperwork electronically. So far, they've been doing it by printing it out, I guess the old way.
Yes.
But Kelly is at home. We have an agreement on Kelly's case, Ronaldo Garcia, but neither of them are at the courthouse.
Okay, Ronaldo Garcia. What page is that?
Page 7.
All right, so where is Mr. Ronaldo Garcia?
She just went to the breakout room to let him know the issue.
All right, and so is this new discovery?
No,
Is there a
Judge.
reason why I should follow a plea bargain agreement?
Well, this one it's not on our jury trial date, and we discussed it last week.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, this is what we'll do then. We'll have Ms. McGinnis and her client come back at 3 o'clock, and we'll see if the Adobe is working by then.
Your Honor, did Mr. Orta need to talk to me again?
Yes. Mr. Orta? All right. He stepped out.
Okay.
Mr. Young, good to see you. Another sudden bit. Oh,
All right, Stephen Gilmore. Stephen Gilmore. Attorney Stephen Gilmore. Yes. All right, Melissa, you have a discovery issue, I'm being told.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. On Mario Guerra, we have some very specific discovery that we need to request from Mr. Martin, and he and I have conferred this morning, and he's in agreement that he will receive that very specific discovery request and see what he can do about it.
All right, so I'll give you a 30-day reset.
Okay.
So we'll come back on August 27th for discovery issues.
Got it. Understood. Thank you, Judge.
All right, is your client on bond or in custody?
He is on bond and he is on the screen.
All right, Mr. Guerra, we'll see you back by Zoom on August 27th for discovery.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Christian, I'm loving your owl pin. I can recognize you when you wear your pins.
I appreciate it.
All right, have a good rest of your day.
Thank you so much.
All right, is there anyone else on the Zoom who is ready?
Judge, can I approach on my case?
Yes.
We were going to do a plea, and I think that the paperwork, there were some problems with the Adobe sign.
Yes.
So, like I said, we were coming back at 3. Can we be excused till 3?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And it will be the same Zoom link.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, Sergio Ibarra.
Yes, Your Honor. I confer with Meredith. The last time we had a setting on this, the court gave today as a deadline for the state to give an offer. The state had to talk to the family of the decedent a couple of times on this one, but an offer has been made, a very reasonable offer. And so all I need to do is get with my client, who's quite young, and I know his family's going to want to sit with me and go through the particulars of that. So we're asking for some time to be able to do that. We would like to set it for a plea, though. And I know that there's probably going to be a PSI or TAP evaluation that needs to be done on this as well.
All right, is 30 days enough time?
I believe so, yes, Your Honor.
All right, and do you want 30 days as your plea deadline date?
Yes, ma'am, that's fine.
All right, Norma, could you give them a 30-day reset? Just put it at the end of August, though.
I can do the 30th.
All right, it's
That would be
August
perfectly
30th.
fine.
All right, we'll see you and your client August 30th, and you're both excused.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Happy Thursday.
You as well.
All right, is there anyone else who's ready? Linda, I'm going to check on Scott Simpson. Just give me a moment.
Okay, Judge. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, today is Thursday, Brenna. I keep thinking it's Wednesday. Days are moving very quickly. All right, to family violence prosecutors, we have Charles Bunk in number 8 on Quincy Shields, Rusty Geyer in 9 on Judah Rosales, Tim Molina in 11 on Cavallari, and Leo Gonzalez in 12 on Manuel Rodriguez.
May I approach, Judge?
Yes.
Also, just to let you know, I have been in contact with Scott and we have been corresponding through email. We're trying to get to a plea offer. I think we're getting very close.
All right. Are you all discussing this off docket?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see what my last notes are in here. So the last notes I have are from June, and it was stating that a CPS trial was taking place.
Yes, and I'm not sure of the outcome of that yet, Judge. I believe Scott was in trial. I think he had possibly a murder trial that he had been in for the last couple of weeks. So that's kind of where we are.
And you know what? We said Scott Simpson's name 3 times. And guess who just appeared in the breakout?
Oh, see, that's all we had to do.
Yeah, you say the name 3 times.
It's like the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Oh, Scott, we said your name 3 times and you appeared.
I'm a slasher movie.
I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2 with Linda Corley. I was just telling her my last note from the docket on my docket sheet was that there was a CPS trial that was happening.
Yeah, that's completed.
All right. So I'll send you both to number 2.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right. Anyone else on the Zoom who's ready?
Long as it's green.
The what?
She could hear you.
Okay, good. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Good. I have Salinas and Alvarado, both of them are criminally violent.
Yes. And you're ready for jury trial?
I need to talk to a prosecutor.
Okay. We'll see when a prosecutor is available. Just give us a moment.
Thank you.
Okay.
As a court on record.
Hello, Mr. Gilmore.
Hey, Judge, how's it going?
Great. Who do you have?
Ronnie Lopez. I just got the offer from JR. I just need to communicate it to Mr. Lopez. He is in custody.
All right, let me find Mr. Lopez. There he is. I'll send you to breakout room number 3. Mr. Lopez, if you could go to breakout room number 3, please.
Hold on.
And Stephen Gilmore, oh, there you are.
Wonderful. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
This is Miguel Nájera.
Anyone else? Yes, Miguel Nájera.
Yeah, I just came back. I've conferred with my client and Marcus. A new offer was tenured that I've talked to my client. I'm trying to get a hold of some of his family members to see if bonding him out pre-trial is even an issue or a possibility at this time. It is, I believe this is our second setting, Judge. I believe he was indicted before the last setting.
Yes.
I know this court does not give a lot of resets, but I'm asking for a little more time just to consider the offer and to try to get a hold of some of his family members.
All right, I'll give you a 30-day reset. Norma has been setting things. Ms. Ferguson, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
On Kevin Miller, could I have a 30-day reset, please?
Yes, August 26th, Judge.
All right, we'll see you August 26th. And your client actually has 2 cases.
That's correct, Judge. He has a felon in possession as well. It's a drug case and a gun case.
All right, we're going to make sure that these are set on the same docket. To the clerks, could I have 2021 CR 4765A, please? And do you need to speak with Mr. Miller?
No, Judge, I just finished speaking with him. And she said Norma, the 26th, was that correct?
Yes, August 26th.
Okay. My calendar now, Judge.
All right, thank you. You're excused if you don't have anyone else with us. And Mr. Miller, you're excused. Norma, can you let them know that L3 can go back?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, can you give me the case number again, Judge?
It's on the docket. It's 2021 CR 4765A.
Yes, Judge.
All right, Robert Porter, you're back.
I have your honor. If I could speak with Mr. Delgado, please.
All right, is your client in custody or on bond?
Custody.
Robert, is he in custody or bond?
Custody.
Robert Porter, is your client Angel Delgado in custody or
Oh,
on
I've been saying custody, Judge.
bond? Okay, I didn't hear you. I was like, what? Am I losing my hearing? I don't know. I'm going to send your client to breakout room number 6.
Okay.
All right, anyone else back from the breakout room? All right, Stephen Gilmore.
Hey, Judge, we have an agreement worked out on Mr. Lopez. I understand that the state's Adobe sign is down. I offered to use my Adobe account to circulate it for signatures, if that's possible. If not, I'm happy to come back this afternoon and try again to see if their system's back up.
All right.
But we have an agreement.
All right, Norman, can we have Mr. Lopez then back at 3? Hopefully Adobe sign will be up by then.
Yes, ma'am. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to check Adobe right now, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, it's not working still. Yes, ma'am. We can have him back at 3.
All right,
3
so we'll
o'clock?
come back at 3.
Okay, sounds good, Judge. Thank you so much.
Thank
May I be
you.
excused till then?
Yes.
Thank you.
Judge, I got bumped out of a breakout room. I had issues. I'm in Guadalupe County. So I've kind of been put back in the break room I was in. I think it was 12.
All right. I'll put you in number 9.
That's fine.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Eduardo Jimenez.
Yes, Judge. I have Mr. Vega, Fabian Vega today. It's CTD.
All right, I'll put you in number 7.
Okay, thank you.
Frank Sandoval.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. So what's happening with your client?
Your Honor, we also have a simultaneous setting in number 7. She may have gone down there. I have not spoken with the family violence prosecutor this morning, and that's where I currently stand.
All right. Joe Ray, are you or David available to speak with Frank Sandoval?
I'm available, Judge. Or what's
All
the
right.
case?
It is Blanca Hernandez. I'll send you to breakout number 11. And your client is present. Your client is in room number 10.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Judge. I know she was going to try to make an appearance in 7 as well as to not default there.
Okay.
But thank you, Judge. And I've informed number 7 that we're here.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And everyone, we're starting up our jury trial at 11. So anything that's not taken care of, if you're on the jury trial docket, you're going to be called back at a different time today. But everybody on the Zoom screen, you'll have to come back at 3. So all of those who are on the jury trial docket today, you're not allowed to leave until you're given permission. And I'll await paperwork.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
May I go into a breakout room with my client, Pauline Salazar?
All right. Is she on bond or in custody?
She's on bond and she is logged in.
All right. I'll send her to breakout room number 2. Miss Pauline Salazar, go to breakout room number 2. John Winter, who do you have?
Hello, Judge. I have Leda Perez.
Criminal Trial Division of Family Violence.
Trial Division.
And you said Elena or Lena?
Leyda.
All right. I'll send you to breakout room number 3.
Okay, Judge.
Robert Porter, you're back.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm trying to take care of business.
Okay. Look at you taking care of business on a Thursday.
Just jumping from fire to fire, Judge. That's what I do. Yeah, listen, he's rejected the offer, Judge, and we need a trial. We've already talked to trial dates. In my opinion, they're going a little too far out, but if that's the only time we could do it, we need to do it. The other issue is, Judge, if I file a bond reduction once as soon as I could get that heard.
Oh, just discuss it with the court coordinator. We're very quick on motions.
Great.
All right, and what date have they discussed with you?
The soonest that where everybody was that we could do it, that we're all clear, and he was looking at the court file also, Judge, was November the 17th.
All right, Norma, is November 17th an okay date for trial date on Angel Delgado? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, great. Is there a prosecutor available to stand in just to place the trial date on the record? All right, thank you. I can see Hunter, you're saying you will stand in. Thank you, Hunter.
Judge, may I approach?
Just give me a moment. Oh, is your client in a breakout room, Mr. Porter?
He is. You want me to have him join you?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, by the way, you know, when I put his name down there, you added family violence. I need to add whether it's a trial or family violence now for the next time. Okay.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I was trying to do it. All right.
It makes life easier. All right, he's in number 6. Robert, I think Robert just left us. All right, Linda Corley, yes.
Judge, I believe we do have an agreement. Scott had to just run out and grab an indictment so we can look at the counts. But he's extended an offer. My client has accepted it. Scott and I have agreed that since he doesn't have access to electronics, that we probably need to pick a day we can come in person to do this plea.
Okay. Just one moment. Let me assign Robert Porter to breakout room number 6. Mr. Porter, if you'll go to 6 and have your client come out. All right. So how much time are you all needing?
Judge, I think we probably need to wait for Scott for that because I don't know what his schedule is. I have a date that would be really great, which would be on July 27th, but I don't know if that would work for him. Would this be in the morning or afternoon?
Oh, you just let us know when you're available. Scott Simpson?
I think he had to step away for just a moment.
No, he's here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yes.
All right, defense is saying that you all have a plea agreement and that it could be completed for her on July 27th. Is that a good date for you or no?
No, so I'm kind of tied up for 2 weeks. I'm teaching all next week in Waco at the advanced school, and then I go on vacation in New Jersey. I'm not back till August 10th. I have to come in to do the plea paperwork because I have to have access to a DA computer to do it. I don't have the.
Let me ask you, are you available tomorrow? Or no?
Well, I was just in Bexar County all day yesterday. At some point, Mark's going to fire me if I spend all my time
you know what?
there.
We will do a petition so that won't happen.
Okay.
And, Judge, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I can't do it tomorrow. I have so many settings, Judge. Tomorrow would be,
okay,
so I already think I'm going to miss some of my settings.
All right. So here's the problem. This is a 7-setting case. This is an old case.
Judge, I've only been on this 2 months.
Oh, I know from your point of view, Scott, but it's an old case. So now I'm being told, based upon Scott's schedule, this is not probably going to happen till when, Scott?
I can do it August 13th, Friday the 13th.
Oh, Okay, Norma, is Friday the 13th okay? All right, so we'll come back on August 13th then for a plea.
That will work for me, Your Honor. Well, do we want to, can we do that in the afternoon?
If whatever is best for all parties.
I can do it.
1 o'clock, 1:30?
Oh, no. It would have to
No.
be at 2.
Oh, at 2, okay. 2 o'clock would work for me, if that works for the court. And Scott?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna be in person to do it. I don't know how you feel about that, Judge, and obviously weird things are going on right now.
Oh, as long as people want to wear their mask, then come on down.
Okay.
Socially distance, everyone. Wash your hands.
Okay.
And Judge, can you put me in a breakout room with Scott for just a
Yes. And Brenna, I don't know if this virus is traveling, if it's showing us how dirty we really are as a people. We're not washing our hands. Is this like the plague? I don't know. But these are questions. Everyone wash your hands. Don't stand so close to each other.
It doesn't matter, Judge. It's Mother Earth trying to thin out the population because we're hurting the planet. And so no matter what we come up with, the Mother Earth is going to find another way to thin us out.
See, people always blame things on Mother Earth. It's always the woman. Well,
I'm
you know
not
what?
blaming it. She's got every legitimate right to thin us out. We've been doing terrible things to the planet. I'm
Let me just
on her
tell you,
side.
Father Time is not a great guy. So there you go.
You're telling me? I'm the one who's 60.
We just need to all stop breathing and then we'll be good.
All right. If you go to breakout room number 1, Scott, Ms. Ferguson will meet you there. Linda, you and your client are excused.
Okay, so we'll be in court in person on August 13th at 2 p.m.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Tim Molina, what is happening with your client?
Judge, I was conferring with the family violence prosecutor, and this is a 2016 indictment where they kind of failed to extradite him for all these years from a different state. And I've got some speedy trial issues to research the state. I've asked them if they could reach out to the complainants again and relay the fact that my client has already served time in another state for related conduct.
All right, so what I'll do.
We're looking for a reset just because there's a lot to look into given the age of all of this.
All right, I'll give you a 30-day reset. So if you can come back, Norma, what date? I believe it will be August 26th.
Okay, and I'll make a note of that in my calendar. I know she said she was stepping out into a breakout room.
Yes. So it's August 26th. And whatever motions you want heard, if you could file those, and we'll see what date to put those on.
Okay.
All right, you are excused. Is your client?
I see him at the jail. I have two courts going. I have 2 courts going in the background. I know he can hear me. I'll schedule a visit with him soon. Right now I need to get back to the other courts.
All right, Mr. Cavallari, we're going to bring you back on August 26th. All right, who are the parties on Lisa Marie Garcia?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, where's Miss Lisa Marie Garcia?
She's in the courtroom.
All right, come on down. Who's the attorney?
Mr. Orta, Judge.
Who is the defense attorney for Lisa Marie Garcia?
Mr. Orta, he's not in here. He's stepped out.
It's Orta, Judge.
All right, if you step back and if you could call your attorney, please. Joe Garcia.
Present, Your Honor.
All right, if I could have Joe Garcia come up, please.
That's me as well, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, the court is calling 2020 CR 0526, State of Texas versus Joe Garcia Jr. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Meredith McIntyre for the state.
For the defense?
Raymond Martinez.
And are you Mr. Joe Garcia?
Yes, Judge.
We're proceeding by video. It'll be noted that the defense attorney and defendant are in the courtroom. Any objections with us proceeding by video, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, I'm showing you what's entitled defendant's consent to appear by video. Did you review that document with your attorney and did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor, Judge.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Next, I'm showing you what's entitled application for community supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Judge.
Counsel, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Garcia, I'm showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Judge.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor. The state waives the enhancement paragraph.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, I'm going to show you what's entitled court admonishments and defendant's waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Judge.
Did you understand you're charged with driving while intoxicated third or more? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Judge.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Judge.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Judge.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Judge.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, Judge.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be your plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 10 days in the Bexar County Jail as a condition of probation, 120 hours community service restitution, DWI intervention, VIP. I'm sorry, Rebecca, I'll slow down, and Brent, I'll slow down. 180 days Texas driver's license suspension, ignition interlock for half the term, restitution of $60 for testing, and that's to DPS. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense is charged in the indictment. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence to support the defendant's plea.
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We would just ask the court to follow the plea agreement, Judge.
All right, the court will sentence you to 5 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. DWI intervention, VIP, 180 days Texas driver's license suspension, ignition interlock for half the term, restitution of $60 for testing to DPS. Are you employed?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you do?
I work in a grocery store.
All right, proof of employment within 50 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or any employment involving minors. Mr. Garcia, you can either do 10 days in the Bexar County Jail, or you can do 20 days GPS in lieu of the 10 days in Bexar County Jail. And the court is only giving you that option because of the pandemic. So which do you prefer?
20 days, Judge.
All right, I'm going to order 20 days GPS. Partial, the defendant is allowed to work only. In lieu of 10 days in the Bexar County Jail due to pandemic. 120 hours of community service restitution, or you can pay $7.25 per hour to the food bank. There's going to be outpatient treatment with probation. Are you able to Zoom, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor.
Regular Zoom reporting, if something happens and you're not able to Zoom, you're going to have to Zoom in person. I mean, sorry, you're going to have to be in person. And I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month, random. Rebecca, is there anything else that Mr. Garcia needs?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Garcia, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Garcia, it's obvious to the court that you have an alcohol problem. 1 or 2 things are going to end up happening in your life. Either you're going to continue to drink and end up in prison, or either you're going to end up drinking and driving. You're going to hit someone. And usually what ends up happening, the person who hits someone who's intoxicated, they're not injured, but they injure someone else. So you're going to have to find out whatever you need to do in order to remain clean and sober, and do it. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if you'll have a seat for me, I'm going to take up another plea, Mr. Martinez and Mr. Garcia, and then probation will meet you in a breakout room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Yes.
After your plea, can we take up Mr. Samaniego, Hunter?
Just give me a moment. Yes. Lisa Marie Garcia.
Present.
Court is calling 2020 CR 11228, State of Texas versus Lisa Marie Garcia. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Meredith McIntyre for the state.
For the defense?
Romaldo Horta representing Ms. Garcia, Your Honor.
And are you Ms. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
We're proceeding by video. Any objections from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Court will note for the record that the defendant and defense attorney are in the courtroom. Ms. Garcia, I'm showing you what's entitled defendant's consent to appear by video. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
I do, ma'am.
You're gonna need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video. Next, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, I'm showing you what's entitled discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Garcia, I'm going to show you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review this document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, the state moves to proceed on the lesser included offense of criminal mischief, $750 to $2,500.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Garcia, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of criminal mischief, $750 to $2,500? That's a class A misdemeanor. The range of punishment is up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Garcia, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of criminal mischief, $750 to $2,500. There's a $0 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. Restitution of $2,265 to Jarvi, Jarvi Garcia. No harmful or injurious contact with Jarvi Garcia. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it? I'm sorry, did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 2 years. There be 80 hours of community service restitution, anger management, and parenting classes, and TAP evaluation. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense of criminal mischief, $750 to $2,500. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence to support the defendant's no contest plea.
State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Garcia, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you have a chance to review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept to evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I'd like the court to consider the offer from the DA, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Garcia, why are you damaging people's vehicles because they haven't paid their child support? Explain to the court how breaking someone's mirror, destroying their car, results in you getting child support.
It has no excuse.
So was this really about child support, or was this about something else? Tell the truth, shame the devil.
He hasn't paid child support in a long time, and he was supposed to just pick up my daughter and leave. And he was picking an argument and trying to ask her clothes after he hasn't paid anything. And he was just picking my button. So,
well, see, this is the thing. All of these people that people are having children with, these are people that you're choosing. So the fact that he's not paying child support, you can't tell the court that this is the first time you envision that if you were to have a child with him, that he wouldn't be paying child support. Because honestly, the way he is now, without not providing support, I'm sure that's the way he has been throughout the relationship. So these are people that people are choosing to be the father of their children. Do you have a job?
no, ma'am.
How are you planning on paying this $2,000 and $265?
I am in a relationship, a 5-year relationship. My boyfriend works. He has a construction. He works for construction. He works on his own. So,
okay. So again, you're in a situation where you're dependent on other people to provide support.
I have 5 kids. I stay at home.
Again, you're in a position where you're dependent on other people to provide support for you. So the only income that you receive is from this person that you're living with. Do you receive income from anywhere else?
No.
So no income from the government at all?
No.
No food stamps, no WIC, none of that?
Yes, my kids get food stamps.
All right, so you are receiving funding then from the government, which means that people who work are helping to support your 5 children because you are not financially supporting them. If people want to have 5 children, 6 children, 10 children, 19 children, however many children you want to have, I think people have a right to do that. But by the same token, people should start supporting their own children. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to a $0 fine, restitution of $2,265 to Jarby Garcia, no harmful or injurious contact with Jarby Garcia, 2 years deferred adjudication. You're going to go to work. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or any employment involving minors. Anger management, parenting classes, regular reporting in person or Zoom. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I'm gonna be clean.
All right, we're going to do a UA today. If negative, then regular UAs thereafter. If she's positive, I'm going to want the UA hotline. 80 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
Not too far.
What does that mean?
High school,
What grade?
9.
All right. I'll waive the community service hours, but she's either getting a GED or some trade school. Rebecca, is there anything else she needs?
No, ma'am.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? Ms. Garcia, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful on this deferred?
No, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you don't have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. And off the record, if you're receiving food stamps and you have this boyfriend that you're not telling the government that's living with you and bringing money into the household, you may find yourself having a case filed against you by the government for you receiving food stamps when you should not be receiving it. I'm going to send you to a breakout room, to the courtroom. If you could go to breakout room number 1, and Rebecca, if you could go to number 1.
Judge, I'm here.
Oh, you're here? Okay, awesome. No need to go to number 1. Ms. Garcia, just have a set seat. Probation will get with you. Bye. Everyone, just give me a moment. All right, Bobby Gevia on Tory Ridgel. Mr. Ridgel is excused.
Hey, Judge, where can I get a copy of my decision in the back?
Mr. Martin will be bringing it to you.
Oh, right, that's fine. Wow.
Let's see,
All right.
Judge, may I report?
Yes.
Look at that.
David and I talked. There are some discovery issues to be taken care of, and we'd be needing another setting.
All right, Norma, on Mr. Rosales, can I have a 30-day reset, please?
Yes, ma'am, on the 26th, Judge.
All right, we'll see you back on August 26th.
Thank you, Judge. May Mr. Rosales be excused? He's on bond.
All right, you're both excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, anyone else ready? Because we're going to head down, and everyone else will have to be back at 3.
Yeah,
John, can I approach real quick?
Who's asking to approach?
John Winter.
Leo
Yes.
Gonzalez.
Yes, Mr. Winter.
Okay, so I did confer with Meredith, and at this point, I'd just like to, I guess, place it on the trial docket, remain on the trial
Hey, the
docket.
judge is calling me. Let me call you right back.
Has there been an offer tender?
There is an offer. Mm-hmm.
All right, Norma, give us a 30-day reset. That's going to be your plea deadline date. After that, the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements.
Well, Judge, I plan on filing for a investigator, so that's going to probably push things down a little further than that.
When are you filing for an investigator?
My secretary comes back next week. So I'm going to be doing it next week.
All right, this is the 3rd setting. Norma, give them a 30-day reset.
I think it's a second setting. And I don't mean to, dispute it, but I thought it was a second setting.
Oh, that's not what's showing up on the.
Well,
Norma, give them a
the
30-day
docket
reset,
doesn't lie.
please.
August 26th.
All right, we'll see you
I'm
back
on
on
vacation
August-
that week. I really am. I'm on vacation that week.
Mhm. All right, call it the week before August 26th, or either Are you here August 30th, 31st?
I'm going to be gone until September 1st.
All right, Norma, set it the second week in September, please.
Thank you, Judge.
You said the second week of September?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to do it September 9th?
All right, we'll see you back on September 9th. That'll be your plea deadline date.
Okay, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Judge Eduardo Jimenez, may I approach, please?
Yes.
Yes, I conferred on Fabian Vega, and he's rejected the offer and would like to be placed on the trial docket.
All right, you're going to come back at 3 o'clock and we're going to have you confer with Ms. Ferguson and the state for a trial date.
We did, Judge.
Yes, what is the date?
November the 17th.
Who's the prosecutor on this?
It was Marcus.
All right, the court is calling 2020 CR 6409, State of Texas versus Fabian Vega. We're going to have parties announced for the record for the state.
Marcus Sanders.
For the defense.
Eduardo Jimenez.
Mr. Vega, can you unmute for me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're proceeding by video. Any objections from the state?
No objection.
Any objections from the defense?
No objection, Your Honor.
Defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
All right, the court is not in receipt of an acknowledgement of discovery. State, can you have that acknowledgement of discovery to the court by August 13th?
Yes, Judge.
Defense, it's my understanding that the state has tendered an offer. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Vega, are you rejecting that offer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have both the state and the defense had a chance to confer on a trial date?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
All right, and what date has been decided upon?
November 17th.
All right, defense, any objection to November 17th as a jury trial date?
No objection, Your Honor.
State, any objection to November 17th as a jury trial date?
No, Judge.
Mr. Vega, any objection to November 17th as a jury trial date?
No, ma'am.
All right, then the court will see you back on November 17th for your jury trial. Mr. Vega, you will be brought over to the court dressed for trial. If there's nothing else, I'm going to close the record. Norma, can you let them know that 14E can go back, please?
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Charles
Judge, can I
Bonk?
approach?
Just one moment. Charles Bonk.
Yes, Judge. I went to the waiting room for my blood pressure check and I waited an hour and 45 minutes.
All
So
right,
I came back to you.
All right, David Martin, can you go to breakout room number 4 with Charles, please?
And his blood pressure is like at 240.
Yeah. Leo
And rising.
Gonzalez.
I went in there and yelled at him. You had your mic off or something.
All right, Leo Gonzalez.
Yes, Your Honor. I've conferred with Mr. Martin on Manuel Rodriguez. We have some discovery issues regarding some TPS records we're waiting on. We're filing a motion to get a protective order and get those turned over, but they're still waiting for them to be received. So we're hoping we can get like a 2-week reset to check on the status of those.
All right, Norma, can you recall Mr. Rodriguez in 2 weeks for discovery, please? You're on mute.
I can do the week of August the 2nd. I can do August 6th on a Friday.
I have a vacation letter in on August 6th. I can do anytime earlier in that week. The 5th and the 6th, I'm out.
Okay, I can do August 2nd.
Okay.
All right, see you back on August 2nd for discovery.
And Your Honor, my client just had a brief request. He's got an event with his girlfriend on August 1st. He would like to be able to attend. She'd like to have permission during his GPS to attend that.
What event is this?
It's a specific event. It's a fundraiser for a family member of hers.
Follow motion and the court will consider. All right, Robert
All right, thank you,
Porter.
Your Honor.
Yes, Judge. We're ready on Angel Delgado.
Yes.
He's out of the break room. He should be.
All right, and what is happening with Angel Delgado?
We have a trial date set for November 17th, Judge.
All right, the court is calling 2019 CR 12079, State of Texas versus Angel Delgado. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Anyone from the state?
Here, Your Honor.
Meredith McIntyre for the state.
For the defense?
Robert Porter.
All right, we're proceeding by video. Any objection from the state or the defense?
No, Your Honor.
No objection.
All right, Mr. Delgado, could you unmute?
Hello?
Thank you. All right, it's my understanding that the state has tendered an order to the defense. Is that correct?
Offer, Judge, yes.
All right, and Mr. Delgado, are you rejecting that offer and asking for a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, defense, have you received all the discovery in this case?
Yes, Your
All right, the court does not have a discovery acknowledgement in its file. So discovery acknowledgement from the state will be due August 13th. My understanding, both parties have conferred and agreed to a trial date of November 17th. Defense, any objections to November 17th as a trial date?
No, Your Honor.
State, any objections to November 17th as a trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Delgado, any objections to November 17th as a trial date?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Delgado, we'll bring you over from the jail dressed for trial on November 17th. All right, thank you. We'll close the record. And Norman, can you let them know 14C can go back? Mr. Porter, thank you very much.
Delgado, 14C can go back.
All right, Jackson Lindsay.
Good morning, Judge. I've got Eric Cortez. He's present on Zoom.
Criminal Trial Division or Family Violence?
It's a CTD.
All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2. Everyone, the court is going to stop live